So hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do something a little different this time on this park review. We're gonna do it while we're here. So we are leaving tomorrow, and this is the last evening for us. As you can see, we have a little solo stove fire back there. But we're going to do the review and walk around here while we're here. So that being said, we'll go ahead and start with our spot. Ours has like a cover. I don't know, is that something that comes with them, or?
I think it's for everyone's use, but nobody uses it because it's right behind our RV. So I think it's ours, but I think it's meant for anybody.
Oh, so we have like a public area, but it's like awkwardly behind our RV.
That's what I think. I don't know.
Okay. So,
I mean, but when you book this RV, you can't pick which site you want. You just rent, like, you can pick, do you want to pull through or a back in or a Creekside one, but you don't actually get to pick your site.
So ours did come with this table. As well as there is a fire ring back there. We're not using it, we're actually using our solo stove because we prefer that now. But it's a pretty decent sized site. They're all gonna be a little bit different though. As you can see, this is our spot. What's our spot number?
48, and we're right next to the office.
Yeah, so we're number 48, which is the first spot to the right next to this office. So this little area here is actually the little camp store. I think people actually live in this area. That's why they got so many cars there. So right next to the office. As you can see, during the summertime or warmer months, I do have a pool. It's closed right now. We're here in November. This is Thanksgiving Day 2022, so it's not open. It's pretty cold up here. You can get down to the 20s at night, maybe 60s in the day if you're lucky. So of course they have it closed. Everywhere in town is closed. So, but during the hotter months, I do have a pool. So we're actually just maybe 100 feet from our site, and you'll see how they got their name, Creekside. You can actually walk back here and you can see the creek. And that's pretty much how they got their name. So they do have sites that back up to this creek. It's not really big enough to do any activities, but it is a creek.
All of them, I think.
So you can see Lana was right, all of them are gravel sites.
You have a little concrete pad where like your table and stuff is, but other than that, but they look pretty level. Just eyeball
maybe downhill a little bit.
Yeah.
So as you can see, all these spots here back up to that creek. So if you really want a creek spot, this is what they look like. Just know that they do run downhill a little bit. So the front of your trailers or motorhomes are going to be low, and the rear end of them is going to be high. So just make sure you bring what you need in the back, so your back stabilizing legs can actually reach.
Yeah, and if you want a Creekside spot and you're coming during like the Thanksgiving season, which this is the most popular place to come during Thanksgiving apparently, you're gonna want to book like months in advance, because I booked our spot months in advance because I knew we were coming, and I couldn't get a Creekside spot.
So here's an empty spot we can show you. So you can see it's gravel. You get a bench. Everybody gets a bench. But this is one of their basic sites. So now we're in the 100s. We're kind of in the middle of the park, the second section, so to speak. Here's all the Creekside ones. Here's all your pull-through spots if you're picking a pull-through spot in the middle of the park. Here is the back side of the second half of the park. These are the ones that back up to the creek. So this is your access to the creek. Here's the sites in the 80s. They're pretty tiny. So here's the one bathhouse in this area. Did you see any in the back?
I didn't.
I think this is it.
Yeah.
So this is the only bathhouse on the site. I'm not going to go into it because that's awkward as hell. But the guys I know has 3 showers. Is that what the women's had too?
I believe so.
Okay.
And surprisingly, this is like our first time using bathhouses. We just never really use them because we have our own, but because it would get so cold here at night, they would ask us to disconnect our water. So we just found using the bathhouses were an easier option, and they had plenty of hot water. So that's what we used for the most of the time we were here anyway.
And they do have a laundry room, so we'll show you that now. So the trolley, this is the entrance to the park, will pick you up in this area. And it'll also make the loop, so all you got to do is catch it when it comes. It's the Wares Valley route. It only comes about once an hour. It's not really a set time because it takes different times depending on traffic. You know, it takes different lengths to make the route, so they can't really give you a set time on when it's going to come every hour. Now we're back to our spot. This is what it looks like from afar. Like I mentioned earlier, Lana was right. We're the only paved spot in the park, so I don't know how we got lucky. All the sites are, does all of them have sewer?
I don't know that.
Okay, well, this one does. Most of them I imagine do. So they do have sewer, water of course. Like Lana mentioned earlier, they made us shut us off because it was, you know, freezing at night, but obviously they got 50, 30 amp. They also have cable TV if you're into that, so. So overall, we like this park because it is centrally located over here on the Gatlinburg, no.
It is the Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge side, I always get that confused. But it's centrally located, so whenever you want to go to a show or see something in town, you're minutes away, 15 minutes tops. This park does hook up to the bypass road, so if you take a right out of here, you can actually go the back way around town.
Yeah, you can be in Gatlinburg fairly quickly.
Yeah.
So the location of this place is really nice and it's pretty affordable. I mean, the thing to do here is go and rent one of these beautiful cabins that you probably have seen behind us. But we're here and we wanted to bring our RV.
How much was this?
Around 50 to 60 a night, I want to say.
We'll put it up on the screen whenever,
I'm
right now.
not 100% sure because I booked it a long time ago. But it is an affordable option, especially when we were here to do things. We were not going to be here at our RV very often. It was pretty much we would get here late at night and sleep and that's it. So we just needed a basic place to lay our head down, safe, all that kind of thing. So
make sure you bring jack pads because they will text you in the middle of the day telling you to come back and put your RV on jack pads.
Yes.
So anyways.
But they are very communicative. They will like call you, they will text you, like they would, when it would drop below freezing, they would send us a text every night, you know, saying, hey, shut your water off after this amount of time, after this time. So
of course, if you're here in the warmer months, you don't really have to worry about that, but anyways, they do have Wi-Fi. It's pretty decent. We've been watching YouTube TV with it and all that, so pretty good. Other than that, that's really much it. I hope you enjoyed this style review, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Bye.